Mouthful podcast is recorded before a live studio audience.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, and this is The Mouthful, GG's gaming podcast. And as always, I have with me Mr. Dream Twister himself.
Okay, I'm ready to start. Let me know when you're ready.
David Santos.
Oh, we started then.
We started.
Okay, so this is the part where I goes, David Santos here.
Very good, sir. Thank you so much. And next to him,
What do I usually say? I feel
that's
like
what you usually say.
GG!
That's what I was waiting for. We're starting this shit over.
All right.
That's cool. On to episode 20.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys next week.
Next to Mr. Dream Twister, of course, is Mr. Doom Saint.
Doom Saint.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Guys, it is freaking hot, and I am deep apologies for this. Unfortunately, my house has no AC right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we're recording.
The studio. It's called the studio.
It's the studio.
The studio.
Yes, I'm sorry. Casa de Martin.
Casa
Right.
de Martin Studios.
If it sounds a little bit different, it's because
We are hot as
we're hot, and then we have windows open, and who knows what else is going to happen.
If an animal walks into this,
Yes,
studio?
Raccoons can walk
Just-
right.
just know that I'm ready to take it out.
Won't spit on my beard. Well played, sir. Well played. If this is the first time you're listening to The Mouthful,
Then
you can
we'll
catch
feel sorry for you.
You can catch all our prior episodes at Google
You can
Play
stop now.
and iTunes. Also, of course, on our YouTube channel, Good Game Bracketed GG. And as always, we start with, what are we drinking? And Mr. Santos has blessed us here with a little bit of a cigar tasting good stuff.
Oh, I was going to say, am I not partaking of the cigars?
No,
Or are we having cigars afterwards?
this is like having a cigar at the same time you're having a beer.
Oh, okay.
Classy.
That sounds
Did
dirty.
you just hit the mic?
It's called...
Yes.
You can't.
Thanks
you
for
can't-
pointing it out.
Not to mention, because it's so hot, we have the lights kind of dim.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's real
We're
sexy
bumping
in
into
here.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes.
very, very
yeah.
elegant.
The glasses are sweating.
They are, yes.
You guys are
There's
making me
a-
uncomfortable here. Oh, I'm about to take my shirt off. It's so
Okay,
fucking
now
hot.
you're going to make
Yeah,
us
no.
uncomfortable. For the record, the beer is Maduro. It's a brown ale, and it's from Cigar City Brewing, another local brewery to Florida. What do you think of that brew, guys?
I'm enjoying it. It's English brown ale,
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
and it's 5.5% alcohol volume.
That's right.
And
For the record, everybody can tell you're reading that, but go ahead.
Thanks. Thank you, guys. That helps my confidence.
No, you're fine.
Listen,
You're fine.
And
You sound good.
You have good beer credentials.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah,
Don't-
exactly.
don't-
You know what I was thinking? I was starting to recognize brands.
Nice.
You know, I was
See?
starting to recognize
Okay.
the types, and I figured, well, you know what? I had two choices. Let me pull up my beer advocate here
Oh, okay.
and researches, and apparently this beer is rated 88%. Very good.
It is good.
And what do you guys think?
It is an acquired taste, though. I mean, if you don't like cigars and you don't like the whole thing, I mean, it has. I think that's what the notes. It has a little bit of coffee, a little bit of. It has that
yeah,
notes
along
to
with
it,
that
yeah.
Coffee, some of that earthiness
Yeah.
that comes with like smoke,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
and the like coffee grounds. So
I didn't
I'm
mean
digging
to.
it.
Did,
And
did I?
it's very dark. I'm telling you.
Yes, yeah. Well, am I developing? You think I'm developing a like a brown ale taste? Because I think the last one I brought was also
A brown ale.
a brown ale. Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah.
yeah. I don't
It was,
remember.
For the record, good choice.
Thank you.
If you're starting to get into brown ales, that's a very good choice.
Thank you. Yes, I'm a man now.
This is the sequel to their beer called Plátano.
Yes, plátano.
Which tastes like
Like
magic bananas.
yeah.
Yes.
So we all know after Plátano is ripe, it's called Maduro.
Maduro.
Yes. Yes.
Well
Tastes
done.
Really
sir.
well. Thank you.
done. Well, if you haven't had it, give it a try. Again, that's Cigar City Brewing, Maduro Brown Ale.
Another local guys out in Tampa, if you ever get the chance. Really cool spot.
All right, we're going to move right into what have we been up to. And this time I'm going to start with me.
Yes.
You were looking right at me when you
Yeah,
said that too. I was like, oh shit, am I ready?
Starting with this guy right over here.
All right, go for it.
Talk
This
to me.
weekend,
This weekend.
before my AC broke, probably directly due to the reason why it's broken right now,
Oh yeah.
my fantasy football draft, guys.
Oh, yes.
An amazing time was had
Go
by
Romo.
all.
This is the part where the football
Romo's gone.
fans,
I know.
What the hell, man? Oh, Jesus
they do their
Christ.
pilgrimage to the Casa de Martin. They
Yes.
reunite. They start talking in weird tongues and languages.
The body paint comes out.
The body paint comes
the
out.
jerseys
yes.
and numbers. and-
Exactly. Yes.
They do. The trash
ritual.
talking.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yes,
that.
yes.
Lots of that. Lots of making fun of picks. They're like, oh, isn't that person out for like 5 weeks? Oh, that's a fucked
Yeah.
up pick you got there.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about football to.
I don't know anything about football.
Listen, you say that, but you did good
He
last
did
year.
really well.
Yeah,
I
Last year,
did.
yeah.
Last year, this was hilarious because last year it was my first time and I don't know anything about players. I barely know rules. And I just remember every time it was time to pick up players, I'll go to Arnaldo, the commissioner.
Oh, yes, yes.
And he would give me sound advice, not for nothing, but I mean, he obviously he had a hand. He had his own team also, but he never gave me wrong advice. I was doing very well to where I got a little comfortable, and then people started asking me for trades, and I was like, you know what, I think I got the hang of it.
He's
Let me just
oh,
sure,
my
let
number
me do
one
this.
QB for a kicker? Sure.
Yeah,
Here you go.
sure. Yes. For the record, I didn't do that. That was a joke. But I did something almost as bad, and it ended up costing me the whole season.
It wasn't
And-
almost as bad. I mean, it wasn't a bad trade. But you did save somebody's game, and they won.
Yes.
And that led them into the playoffs.
Actually,
And
that led them straight into the
really?
playoffs and got me out of it.
Yeah, led them all the way to second place. So
Murder
You know the type of person I like to help people. I'm a giver.
true, and there's no way of knowing that would happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's
the thing
problem.
is, this is not a game of givers. You can't. This is a game of
No,
everybody
this
fends
is
for themselves.
cutthroat.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
very
cutthroat. This is
cutthroat,
rude.
yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there is you saved the checkpoint
Uh-huh.
and you lost all the data
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly
and
what
you
it
had to
is.
start from square one.
Yep,
Yes.
a whole new year. But you didn't start this year because you
I bail in the
You
game.
bail. He's like
I
nope,
always
fuck
do.
This shit. I can't do
When I
this
get
no more.
frustrated with a game, I just quit. That's it. I'm done.
Shame.
A la Batman.
My
Fair enough.
my team name, the Aggressive Vipers.
yeah, they were retired.
They were retired. Yes, exactly. After the one,
But my team will prevail this year. You know why?
because
they
they're
are
called
the Heisenbergs.
the Heisenbergs. That's hilarious. I think that's the
That's
best
my
part
team.
about fantasy football. Just getting the names.
the names.
I
Yes.
saw a
Yeah.
really good one. There was OBJ something. Whatever. Beckham Jr.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was like synonymous to like OBGYN. Yeah.
For Beckham, yeah. Tina has a good one that
Yes,
no
I
one
love
can.
that one,
Hers
yeah.
is "Show me your TDs." it's really good.
That's good.
It's really- and she has yet to change it because she knows.
There should be a
It's good.
prize just for that.
Yeah.
Originality.
So,
What's yours?
The
The
Heisenberg.
But you had another one, something with squirrels?
Oh, it was man-eating squirrels. Man-eating squirrels, and they did horribly, so I had to take them down. I was like, no,
Retire that one, yeah.
exactly.
What would your name, yours, Nelson?
I'd probably be,
The Doomringers.
no, well, I was going to say something like that. I'd probably be like narcissistic and be like, oh, I'll call in the Doom Saints.
The
Doom
Doom
Saints?
Saints. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are the Saints, so why
Yeah,
not?
exactly.
The Doom Saints, yeah.
The Doom Saints. Yeah, they're doomed from day one.
Yeah,
for the
exactly. They're
that's
they're doomed.
That's the slogan.
For the record,
Our
next
team's
year,
doomed.
guys, join. What the hell?
I might not be
help-
here.
For the record, I help everybody. I give everybody the same list.
Yes.
It's the top 300. Everybody can bring. You can use your own method, or you can bring what I give you. It is going to be the most updated list to the
Okay.
time of that. So I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
believe
there's,
anybody
there's all
else.
these apps that like that help with that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yahoo does it too, right?
They
There's
do?
Yeah, I was running apps where my family members will be asking me like, "Are you into football now?" And I'm like, "Well, when I
I
pay
have to.
$60,
There's $60 on the line.
yeah.
a little too rich for my blood." But I appreciate the invitation, and I have fun. It was very stressful. I won't lie.
It can be.
It can get very stressful, especially when you're constantly like reminded of, how you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, no.
For the record, though, there is $500 at the end. All right, for the winner
At the end of
So
the rainbow.
That's always a wonderful thing.
The pot of gold.
And even if you don't win, there's a second and third place. So there's always a prize to be had.
There's no losers.
Other
There's
than
just
that,
losers.
other than that draft that has destroyed my AC, I played
feel you.
and finished today inside.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I played it and finished it today.
I knew that you were going to be able to finish it in one sitting.
Spoilers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was literally like maybe 2.5 hours.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So-
Say, I want to hear your impressions.
I gotta
Wait.
tell you,
Why do you
ahead, sir.
stop him? I was getting excited.
No. Well, throw back to last episode where we were talking about Inside.
Mm-hmm.
Can you relate to what he was saying about the end?
I can.
Okay.
Because first off, the journey there is amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the graphics for what it is, the graphics are so freaking good, and the gameplay is so freaking good. The animation of the little boy that runs, I mean, he does it's like has to be 100 frames for every action that he does because he's so
Yeah,
fluid.
he's very
you know what I
fluid.
mean? Yeah.
He's very fluid, yeah.
So it's a beautifully done game. Here's what it reminded me of in the beginning. First thing that popped to mind:
Limbo.
Stranger Things.
Oh.
It's like the kid in the forest, the upside down, all these little
Oh,
things started popping
really?
into my head. I'm going, oh, I love where this is going.
But
I love where this is going.
have you seen gameplay? Have you seen, Nelson? Have you seen?
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it evoke like you really want to know what the hell is going on in this world? That looks
it literally
amazing.
drops you off. This is not a spoiler because it's right at the beginning.
Yeah, it's right at the
You
beginning.
start up in the forest. You don't know what's going on. All you know is you're walking, and you're always walking to the right for the most part. Always for the most part.
Yeah, always fun.
But anyway, so the and then you start seeing these people put into a truck, and these people with flashlights out, and it's like, okay, well, what's going on here? And then of course you have to run because you can't be seen by any of them because you immediately find out pretty quick they're gonna kill you.
They're gonna get. Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So okay, so you know you can't be found by them, but it's just this weird tale that takes you. And I was in.
Yeah, you
even
get
to,
engrossed.
even to the end,
Yeah.
even to the very, very end. I was like,
Yes.
I'm in this. I'm like, and then
Yes.
it ends, and I'm like,
What?
what the fuck just happened?
Give me okay.
Credits
Give-
start rolling. I'm like,
I'm at the
are
end of
you
the credit.
kidding me?
At the end of the credits, it's just something's gonna happen. The big reveal, whatever.
I mean to you.
Nothing. It's just okay. Well,
You
yeah,
were
but-
waiting for that Marvel's ending.
Well, yeah, the stingers. Yeah, I mean, it's anything to explain. Because the whole deal is you there are a lot of questions that are brought up as you're playing it.
Yeah.
And some questions are kind of answered, other ones you kind of just put together like, okay, well, I guess that's what I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? And then this huge question mark happens and you're like, whoa, I'm blown away by that question mark too.
Yeah.
This is like really vague. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
No,
You know,
we don't want to spoil
but
it. So that's
this
good.
huge thing happens, and I'm like, holy shit, what the F
Yeah.
just happened? You know, and it continues from there, and I'm like, oh man, I can't. I have X-Files in my head. I have all these different things in my head going on. I'm like, man, this is so good. And then it abruptly ends, as far as I'm concerned. It abruptly ends, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then that's where Last of Us begins. I'm just kidding.
Perhaps that could be where it all began.
Maybe I mean if this was their idea, you know, at first I was a little disappointed, but the more I thought about it, the fact that it actually had me thinking about it, then like the next day and the next day, I was like, okay, so maybe this is the whole plan all along. It's like one of those endings that I can't really appreciate that much those type of endings because
It's very,
I want a story
very,
told until the end. I want an ending.
How do you
Yeah,
say
you
it?
want-
It's very.
I want closure. Basically,
It's very artsy.
Yeah.
Okay. It's expecting you to pull together what you can from it. And by the way, there's a secret ending. Did you know about the secret ending?
Yes.
So I watched the secret ending.
It's still what the fuck.
More questions, basically, is what
Oh,
I'm
okay,
left with.
great.
I'm like, wow.
Right.
I'm like, this is like anyway. So for the most part, I enjoyed it though, and believe it or not, I will play it again. Like again, like that'll be the next thing I do.
Oh, it's a
to
short
play it
game.
again.
If you took it 3 hours
Because
only,
now that I know how to get into it, and I want to see what I'm missing. What is in the background? Because the backgrounds are constantly in motion. So I want to see what I'm missing. What's going on? Maybe there's something back there I'm not seeing. And then, I'll come back to let you guys know if there's anything different. But overall, I did enjoy it. I'm not going to lie. I was engaged the entire 99%
Did you record it?
of the way I was engaged. No, I'll record my second playthrough. Yeah.
The second playthrough
And,
review.
Maybe. And so I was engaged 99% of the way. So, I mean, that's got to be a win, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Game of the year, people are talking. I don't agree.
I don't see it.
I don't see it, yeah.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with the shortage of it. I mean, I was having a good time with it.
Not at all. So that's really all I've been doing. That and sweating my ass off. Mr. Santos, what have you been up to?
Man, what have I not done? Well, I think I'm going through what do we call it? Midlife? No, mid gaming crisis is what I would call it. I was actually trying to go sing into something like that because suddenly I found myself with several games on my backlog and several recent games, and I just I don't feel the need to play any. So I've been playing a lot of them. Actually, what I've done, I started. Remember last podcast I said I was playing Deus Ex. Or Deus Ex, or
you stopped because somebody.
And I stopped because somebody said because I wanted to play it so that I could be ready for the second one because I was looking and I still kind of want to play the second one. It looks great.
Yeah, it does look really good.
And someone said, well, you don't really have to because the second game it starts you with an explanation, and of course it was gonna do that. It started with an explanation of what happened in the first game, and now I lost my motivation to play that.
Oh well.
So I picked up. StarCraft.
Really?
Well, StarCraft had I don't know. It's you have the whole game, and then they released like several single player missions, which I would have been excited because hey, more StarCraft, and that didn't work. That didn't hold me. So yeah, it's Nova. It's StarCraft. Nova
Core.
Nova missions. No, Nova is the character. And that didn't hold me. So I dropped that. So. Jesus Christ. This is gonna be.
You did Soma.
I did Soma, yes. And I was excited because the game started great, started very interesting. I love the fact that it seemed to have like good physics and good graphics and all that. I played until a part where I get stuck on a door. And I don't mean I didn't know what to do. I mean the game.
Is it a glitch?
It was a glitch. Yeah, it glitched on me and that wouldn't have been bad.
Worse.
I would have actually I would have been okay if I could just reload my last save point and continue. But no, it saved the game right on the glitch. So now I'm stuck forever. And luckily, this was probably not even 20 minutes of gameplay. Would you imagine if I would have been hours into it and got stuck like that? And suddenly I don't... Because you can't really save... You don't have other save spots, which that's dumb.
Save slots, you mean?
Save slots, yeah. You don't have any other save slots. So, you mean your game glitched out? That's it? Game over? So I was like, screw Soma. I'm not playing it. Put it away. And re-up my subscription of World of Warcraft, and I've been playing World of Warcraft. The Legion.
So you did do it, huh?
Yes.
What is it, $15?
I didn't, yeah, 15.
Oh, that's
15
not bad.
yeah, I played, I didn't buy the expansion. Yeah, the whole point is that the expansion was released a couple of days ago. And I didn't buy the expansion. No, because I still have low-level characters, and I kind of wanted to play. Basically, I just want to keep myself busy now that I have time that I should be doing something else, but I just basically want to say, hey, I've been playing something because so far nothing has stuck.
Technically, you have been playing shit.
I have been playing a lot of shit, but nothing has been.
So this is game that I think will. I mean, it's you got to do it. Witcher 3. It's sitting there.
Oh, no. I picked that one also and played a little bit, and I was like, no, I just don't feel ready to...
Okay, that's it. Kill this mic.
And then I tried Wasteland 2. That's another one. Wasteland 2. So I've been going through all these games. I play a little bit of N++ also. That one you can only play so much before you retire.
A short game, yeah.
I know what's going on here. It's one of those things, there isn't a title out there. Nothing's catching our eyes. No Man's Sky was a big flop, so you don't know what to play. So you're in limbo. You're like, let me play a little bit of everything, see what catches my attention.
You know what he should play? Limbo.
Yeah.
I have Limbo. Yeah, I didn't start it. But doesn't that feel like some sort of like middle game crisis?
Yeah,
no, in the
yeah,
sense that you're ready, you're comfortable. Your life is, you feel like it's passing you by, so you want to start trying all these little things and all these little like.
You want to buy a convertible,
but at the end, nothing fulfills you.
a beach blonde chick.
Nothing fulfills you.
You know what? What it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's called the cold sweat. What is it called? Cold feet.
Cold feet.
Cold feet. Oh,
You're getting married soon, and it's like
my gaming life is over. So
I'm so kidding, Judy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no more $600 video cards.
Yeah, no, that crap.
no
No more expandable memory. Listen.
This is my last
3
year
years
in
from
PC
now-
gaming.
What are you running for RAM?
For RAM,
Yeah.
I don't know, like 16 gigabytes or 32. I don't even know. I haven't even been paying attention. I haven't upgraded my computer in forever.
So it's 8.
Yeah. So
No,
he has 256 megabytes.
it's not 8.
He went to replace it and never actually put the new one in, so he's just running on the.
I was like,
I'm kidding with you, bro. I'm kidding with you.
I guess I'm done with gaming. I guess this is my last podcast. Then
Stop
No. But seriously, don't you think? Like lately, I've been finding myself finishing less games, and I can't say, well, this is like a normal thing because I see you and you're finishing more games.
Yes, but I'm also tackling smaller games.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe I should be doing that then.
You should.
Yeah,
You should. Like Inside or like I told you, Headlander or Abzu or any of those. Those are good if you.
I did Inside. I had a good time with it, and
There you go.
Or you can also play the games that really don't have like any kind of story, like Resogun.
Yeah,
Stuff
exactly.
like that.
I
It's
need a
just like-
story. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to extend my part. It's just that there are games out there that don't have a story. They're just games for the sake of being like, and plus. I can only play so much before it's like I'm like, okay, I'm done. I need that story that will grab me, and perhaps that's the problem.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
2-hour story. Gone home. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, I think I downloaded it.
Gone home?
It was it free recently?
It was.
I might have it.
Yeah.
I might have like saved it,
Yeah, but not downloaded.
but not downloaded.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check.
Yeah, check it out. It's, 2 hours. For the most part, it's a good story. So, so Mr. Doomsday, other than not
Oh, yeah,
playing,
it's my
not playing Gone Home, what have you been up to?
I have been. What have I been? Oh, actually, I've been playing this this cool little game. It was free on PS Plus. Ultratron.
Ultratron. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's on PS3, isn't it?
PS4 too.
Is it? Oh, okay. How is it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just you. It's 2 stick controls. So you move with the left, up, down, strafe, whatever you call that, and then you strafe. Yeah, thank you. And then with your right, it's a gun. So wherever you're moving it, it's shooting the gun.
Oh, okay. Twin stick shooter.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Twins. Yeah, and it's fun. It is. You're just in there. Stuff gets really crazy. The more levels you get,
go up. Yeah.
Stuff is just moving so quick.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that one out. Shoot.
And there's a story behind it. It's so like the last human was killed by like some evil thing. You're a droid trying to like defeat this evil whatever. I mean, you're playing the game just like you would Resogun. You're not there to freaking for the story. Yeah, you're just there to play it.
It's the gameplay. Gameplay is king in those type of games. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's fun. The other thing that I was actually playing is Guacamelee.
Guacamelee. I heard it's a great game.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
And I was also playing a little bit of the Titanfall 2 alpha.
Oh yeah, I play a little bit of that too, and I get my ass handed.
Yeah. So this is the thing. It's so Call of Duty. So like this new Call of Duty, right? You can jump really high. You can run along walls. You can slide. It's a lot like that with mechs. And I was playing the pilot versus pilot because I figured
So you did not play. You play Call of Duty?
No, wait. I was like, let me start there just so I can get an orientation for the actual
pilot
controls. Then I was like, okay, I think I got this down enough where I can go get into the mechs. And to get into one of those things was impossible.
What do you mean? Did you play this first wave, the first weekend, or the second weekend?
I don't know when it dropped.
When was the last time?
First week. He played the first week.
You played the first week? Oh, you played the fucked up version now. Yeah.
Well, did they correct that? Because they
I started playing on Sunday.
This last Sunday?
This last Sunday.
So you played the fix, because the problem with the first alpha test, it was that unlike the first game, on this one, the Titans were supposed to be on a timer. You know, from the moment you're playing, it's constantly going on a timer, and eventually you'll get it. It's just that as you do things, you conquer objectives and you kill, guys and whatever. That timer you'll gain seconds.
Mm-hmm. It gets faster.
Eventually,
faster for the Titan to fall.
Exactly. Eventually, you'll get your Titan to fall faster, and you could get it like a couple, 2 or 3 times per game. On the first wave, they took the timer out, and now you only got timers. You only got Titan based on kills on streaks. So they made the Titan fall on kill streaks, basically.
Right.
Which sucks, because that is very Call of Duty, and it always gives the advantage to the good players, and the other people, they're screwed. Like, I don't know what to think about it. So they went ahead and put it back on timers.
The purpose of the Titan originally, as from the first one, that was an equalizer. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so this person is pretty good as the first person shooter guy, whatever, and you know what? I'm not as good, but when this Titan comes down, the playing field is either going to be even, or I'm going to have at least tipped in my skill for a little while, and I can probably start racking up. And that's how it was in the first one.
And the Titans are not gods in this game.
No,
it's like
they could get destroyed easily. As well.
Yeah. Well, see, that was the thing. I couldn't stay alive long enough to get into a Titan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I got you.
So
somebody else would take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's what I was saying. Like, I couldn't get into one of them because by the time I was getting close, I die.
Mm-hmm.
So this was your first time playing Titanfall.
Yes,
and of course in your case because Xbox, it was an Xbox exclusive. So I played it. I played it before, and I know what you mean. At first, he was feeling like, man, I'm not getting Titans. Like I will get it like once per game. But then when I realized what you had to do, there's a lot of AI characters that you can just pretty much farm basically there. If you don't want to get killed, you can just hide yourself and start killing the AI characters, and eventually you get your Titan. I thought it was fantastic. I am really looking forward to this game, and I love the new strategies or the new things that I will do. I mean, they're not really strategies, but for example, you can automate your Titan.
I got a question. Go ahead. Sidebar.
You can automate your Titan, and so what I will do, instead of me battling on the Titan, I will always put it on automated mode, and I will get out and I'll be on a corner, and every time I'll see another Titan, my Titan will try to attack. Of course, it was not super efficient, but I'll be using like my heavy gun and attacking the other Titans along with him, and that actually made that's how I'll kill the other Titans. Or if another player was trying to get into my Titan, like you can get on top and kind of like wrangle it, then I will pick him from the ground, and that was really fun.
Was the grappling hook, was that in the first one?
No.
That shit is pretty awesome.
That shit is pretty amazing.
I like that.
Yes.
The fucking grappling hook is pretty damn cool.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie.
So I tried the grappling hook, and it's not like everybody has the grappling hook. You can pick up. I mean, that is a what do you call it?
A class.
Yeah, it's like part of class. You can also pick one that has like a stem thing that makes you run like ridiculously fast.
Okay.
Like
a stim pack type thing.
Yeah. It almost makes it not need the grappling hook.
The grappling hook, yeah.
But the grappling hook is so fun.
It's so freaking cool.
Especially when you grab someone, bring it to you, like, get
that's
over here, and then boom.
Because awesome. The way that where it's located is where you would usually aim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not used to using the triggers. I'm used to using like the bumpers on the top and the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
We had to talk about that.
We had like a discussion. It's like you guys and your weird controller, like you with the inverted, and you using the bumpers as triggers instead of the actual triggers. It's
because that's how it was when I.
Why are you guys not normal?
Sir, I resent that comment there.
Yeah, so that's what I would do. So I would go to aim, but boom, I'd throw the freaking hook. So the next thing you know, I'm bringing this person melee, boom. And
It's
I was
like,
yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
He's like, I totally meant to do that.
Yeah.
Totally meant to do that. Yeah, it looks badass. I'm getting that game, and I'm getting a PS4 version. Yeah, so I can play with people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing.
Cool. Well, that brings us to the end of that segment. We're going to move right into news. We don't have too many news pieces, but I do want to go over some real quick ones. Metal Gear Solid 5, the definitive edition, has been announced for October 11th. That includes the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes for a measly $49.99.
Nah.
Wow,
No.
that's okay. I mean, a fantastic game. Hey, but everybody
I don't know
that
if I
wanted
would
to
say
play that
fantastic
game,
but-
it was great. Come on,
Fantastic.
fantastic. It was my
I'd say
game
it
of the
was a
year
good-
last
I
year.
think it was a good game.
No, it was my game of the year.
That's because you didn't play Witcher 3.
Easily. Easily my game of the year. Talking about emergent gameplay, I mean, yeah, it was just too
I hear
too
you. I
short.
mean, I'm not saying it, but overall, I wanted it to end. I was like, I was really done with it. But if you haven't played that, you're going to be able to play both for just $50 October 11th. Real big. It's a small but a big drop. Not even trying to say
Real
that.
big, small drop.
Big, small drop of news. Stranger Things Season 2
Yes.
Oh, snap.
has
My
been
body is
officially
My body's ready.
has been officially announced, and I cannot. My body's ready to.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yes.
Speaking of season 2, Narcos season 2.
Just started, right? This month.
Well, no, yeah, they have a timer running on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
I think it's on like day 3 or day 2 till it drops. So possibly by this weekend, it's going to be up on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Well,
Really
yeah,
good series.
It is. That's definitely a good
So
series.
much nudity.
Really?
Yeah, well, not so much, but
Some nudity.
yeah, there's some
it's
Colombian
no
chicks
Game of
that-
Thrones.
Yeah, no, it's like yeah.
Oh, dude.
Not many things are.
Freaking game. Did I tell you? The Game of Thrones, I had to stop watching. I was done.
Yeah, he
come
did.
on,
Yeah, he
come on.
Yeah. No, it got.
He literally quit.
Yeah. Nah, no spoilers, but
Rage quit.
and I knew this was, and the series
How
could
far
go
did
into
you-
gross levels, but it got season 5. It got way too gross at one point. I was like, okay, now I'm done because now this is tasteless. This is just
What
this is
part?
just- I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Without me
Regardless to say,
around.
the other part, I was like, I already know how this story really goes. All right, because I've listened to the books. I want to keep that story intact.
You want the pure version.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Yes.
Okay. You're wrong, but okay.
Are you serious?
I loved it.
No, but I'm
last
saying
season.
No, season 5, the one before this one.
Oh no! I'm
Wait,
talking about in general. I'm talking about
confused.
Game of Thrones. Do you prefer the HBO version or the books version?
They're two different classes, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
So,
That
it's
now
different
is like,
mediums.
yeah.
Sorry, sir. It's okay. You quit. There's nothing wrong with that. Season 2.
Season
Stranger
2,
Things
Stranger Things.
coming soon.
Yeah. Hashtag 12.
Hashtag 12. Yes.
What the fuck? Did you just spoil something here?
No.
No, what the hell?
That-
Watch the show.
It was 11 last time I checked.
Exactly.
Well, no, this is the season 2.
So 12.
So 12. What the hell?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Ocean's 11. Ocean's 12.
oh, now they have Ocean's
Sorry.
8, which is a prequel, which
So,
we were talking.
I'm very sensitive to spoilers.
Yeah, I know.
I could tell.
We were
So-
talking about this before the podcast started, where we are like, "There's been no successful prequel. Ocean's 8,
Yeah, it's another one.
it's going to be terrible because it's all an all-female cast too."
Oh, wait a minute.
That's not the reason why.
Come on, that's
Right,
not the
yeah,
reason.
That's-
Come on.
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off like chauvinistic.
Sexist, yeah.
It's not because of the women. It's just there's never been a successful prequel, and
Yeah.
this is just going to prove it right
Yeah, I agree. I
Hey,
agree that
because
that's
it's women.
The Star Wars prequels agree with you.
Yeah, no. So, but see, Star Wars was different because they filmed it backwards.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Star Wars prequels agree with you
Oh, I see
because
what
they
you're
were
saying.
terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of movies, did you know that Mr. Ben Affleck dropped some news recently on the new Batman movie?
Wow.
But yes, a roughly 30-second video appears on his, I think it was Twitter or one of those two, and showing Slade Wilson, which is also known as Deathstroke. Do you recall Deathstroke from Origins?
Yes.
So it looks like he's actually going to be a character in the new Batman film, which is good.
That'll be
because,
cool. Yeah, that'll be good.
I mean, I think they can move away from the usual rogues gallery of, Penguin and Joker. And
Yeah.
throw somebody else new in there, somebody he can actually hang with like that. If you don't know Deathstroke, he started off on Teen Titans back in the 80s, big villain for them. And so that looks pretty interesting, and I still have some hope for DC to turn shit around. We'll see if that's going to ever happen. Probably not.
As a non-comic person, was Teen Titan a serious comic?
Serious in the sense of
Was it considered?
gritty? It wasn't gritty or anything like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a gritty thing, but it was. I mean, it was serious. It has its fans. It has a huge fan base.
Isn't Deathstroke kind of like almost like an evil Punisher?
Yeah, or Terminator.
Oh,
Terminator.
nice. Did you see who they're thinking of casting for it?
Oh yeah, the dude. What's his name?
Ron Perlman.
What?
That's who.
That's no. Oh my god. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then.
That's who I see
Ron
keep
Perlman?
coming.
Oh well, that's an interesting one.
Oh,
But that's probably going to be.
Joe Man.
Yeah, that's the one. Joe Manganiello.
Yeah. Oh God, Italian. Just what we needed.
Yes. So he may be. Who knows? Who knows who it's going to be?
I think Ron Perlman would have been better.
I think so. But let's be real. Ron Perlman's not going to be the one jumping around. In
Yeah,
that
no.
suit. It's going to be somebody else completely. So yeah. So look forward to. We'll see if Deathstroke actually comes out in there, and we'll see if it's Ron Perlman or not. And then we have some games coming out for September. I'm not going to read them all, but I do want to go over some of the big names.
Final Fantasy.
September of 2019.
Yeah, exactly. This long-awaited game, The Tomorrow Children, finally comes
What?
out.
I
September 6th?
was just listening to a podcast where they described this game as being really good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Giant Bomb?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
credible.
Other podcasts that nobody listens to.
Exactly.
Like ours.
Yeah. So it got me curious. I also sent you an IM to check another game out that they were talking very highly of, which is from the creators of Myst.
Yes,
It's called
Abduction. And I
Abduction?
looked it up, but I couldn't see much on it. So I'm like,
Oh.
but
We'll report on it
a little
later
bit
on.
more, yeah.
Apparently, it is really good too.
yeah. So so that comes out September the 6th. And if you're hearing some
Crickets?
that's because we got the windows and doors open. And
Of course,
shit.
we're outside. This is
That's our
Florida.
audience.
Exactly.
that's our audience. Yes.
Exactly. They're actually-
Crickets.
they're gathering outside, just like passing popcorn around, like ooh.
That tells you how good this podcast is.
I
When all
know.
you get is
Exactly.
You
crickets.
get wildlife coming in. That's how you know.
Tell you, man. This raccoon's going to be dinner tonight.
Yes, I'll tell you. September 13th is going to have the game that I'm going to spend God knows how much money on.
Which
I
one?
may actually do the special edition of this special edition.
What? Which one?
Bioshock Collection.
Oh,
September 13th.
Yeah, you're
I
a big
am
Bioshock
so
dude.
getting that.
You try to get me into it,
I
and I
know.
resent you for it.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
You know, like,
Oh, I thought, yeah.
like
That's
that.
right. As you say, it was not your thing.
unfortunately, I'm sorry, sir.
Because all of these freaking apples that I had to eat, and I spent most of the time actually looking for stuff rather than playing the game.
That's true. Yeah,
Eating trash. Eating trash.
Yeah,
that is true. You spend a lot of time doing that. But
and looking for stuff.
you
I
got to
was
keep
like,
your stamina up, man. I mean,
freaking
you're
look-
underwater. I mean, that's 20 leagues.
I know.
20,000 leagues.
I know why he doesn't like it. Because
Decisions.
a man chooses, a slave obeys.
Oh, that's true. You can't make choices. You just tell me the story.
what?
That's from the game.
That's from the game.
Oh, that's a cool.
That's such a great story.
Yeah.
Sure.
that's-
Listen. I don't doubt that the story is good.
Yeah.
It's just not my kind of story.
You just don't like
get-
Big
I-
Daddies. I know. That's what
No,
it is.
right.
The Big Daddies were freaking
yeah,
crazy, yeah.
Those were looking freaking badass.
Yes.
Did you see the person that did the cosplay costume of that guy?
I've seen a few, so I don't know which one.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was just one dude that had done it.
They've
Yeah.
the ones that are done right. Oh, they look really
Yeah.
good.
If
Very,
it's
very
done
cool.
right, it looks freaking awesome. Not like if you were to take like a bunch of cardboard and just tape
Oh,
it together
yeah.
and paint it. Yeah,
No.
that's what I do.
That's what I would do too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's cosplay on a budget.
Also, that day comes out 13th of September. Pac-Man Championship Edition
Oh
2.
yes.
And I love Championship Edition was...
Yes, it was amazing, Tron.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a really, really good game.
I want to get my dad to play the back because I mean
new
he got
one, right?
Yeah, because he got me. I mean that's well, of course the Atari 2600, and that was one of the first game. Horrible version of Pac-Man.
I was gonna say that was a really bad one. Yeah, but
Well, see, back in the day, I didn't. To
Back in
me,
the
it was
day,
amazing. I was
yeah,
playing
when it was
freaking
just-
Pac-Man, so
You didn't have anything else to compare it to. So back in
no,
the day, that was
exactly. Well, the arcade, but it was awesome.
anything
And
else at home.
And now, yeah, I would like to repay his kindness.
That's cool. Well, it comes out again September 13th. Also on that day, if anybody's interested, I'm interested in see how it does. Recore comes out September 13th.
Oh wow, that's this month.
This month, yeah. That's 2 weeks away. No?
No,
Yes?
it's okay.
No?
I'm okay.
All right. And for your Destiny fans, at the end, you have Rise of Iron also coming out. That comes out September 20th. Apologies.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see how that goes.
Rise of Iron.
Rise of
What
Iron
does that
for
remind
Destiny.
you of?
Rise of Iron.
Oh, I know you're talking about. The one who got his thing cut off.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What is that?
Theon
Theon,
Greyjoy?
yes.
Okay.
Theon
Greyjoy.
Spoilers.
Killjoy?
No, Greyjoy.
Greyjoy.
Killjoy. Well, after
was a Killjoy, though.
After his weenie was cut out.
Oh, poor
I'll be a
guy.
Killjoy.
After we became a eunuch.
And finally, Forza Horizon
I was
3.
waiting for you to say that. My God,
Well, yeah, but that's the end of the month, bro. Let me get to the end of the month. September 27th.
I was afraid they would
Forza
completely
Horizon.
ignore the one game that I'm gonna be getting.
Sir,
I
got
am
this.
excited about.
I got
I'm
this.
super excited about Forza Horizon 3.
I can tell.
We got
We're
dude.
upset that I didn't mention it. I'm like, I got to get to it first.
Microsoft taking the lead on the racing genre with the Forza series.
Well,
And,
yeah, because the other one basically bowed out at this point.
and then, well, I was gonna say, and in the meantime, we got reports that Gran Turismo has been delayed.
Delayed to 2017, so we're not even going to see. And let's
Is
see.
Need for Speed still a thing?
I think they skipped
Not
this
anymore.
year.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
I don't know if they're going to come
not a
back this
great
year, but
thing.
they didn't do anything for this year.
I never liked them.
Nah.
Actually, I like
It has to do.
the
I don't like racing
Hot
games,
Pursuit.
though.
Hot Pursuit was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. So
You don't like making decisions. You don't like racing games.
See, this is the thing, my problem with racing games. I'm not good at them.
oh,
So I'm always crashing into
Hashtag you
borders. Yeah. I'm always crashing into the guardrails. I'm always crashing into something. So then as soon as they start picking up speed, then I crash into something. So I was like, it's not enjoyable
Sir, but
because...
do you know how to drive a car?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
It's the same principle.
no, it's not.
It's a little
You're
different.
driving with your thumb versus
No,
10.
You know what you
but,
need to try,
Hey,
though?
you about to get a corner? Freaking brake.
you know what you need
No,
to
you
try?
didn't
though?
ever do that.
No, you have to. You have to.
That's the problem. How you discover the
just-
source.
You
the
just
source
gotta
of
go
the
full
problem.
speed, man.
just let off the gas. Let off the gas.
It's not Ridge Racer, even though Ridge Racer should
You
definitely
should
come
try
back.
Burnout, sir.
Burnout.
series is really, really good.
Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, the Paradise. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, that's actually all the news I have. So, do you have anything else over there, sir? Or?
Well, we got the information delay from Sony for Gran Turismo, which I'm okay with it.
Oh.
In the sense of make it good, make it
I'm
good.
okay with it too because I don't play the shit
well,
anyway.
you don't.
Because
I like-
it's racing. Yeah.
You know what? I don't.
No, Gran Turismo is a simulator.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem.
That's my issue with Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
It's too technical. It's like, no, man, I just want to get in the car.
Yeah,
For
press
gear
forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
The reason
know,
I love
A is for gas, B is for brakes.
I
you know,
did
and
get
move on.
into, you know what racing game? The rally something?
Oh, the
Dirt Rally?
Yeah, Dirt Rally.
the
yeah.
rally series. Yeah.
I get into those. Those are good.
Yeah. Of
course.
And I'm
You don't have
actually
to
good at
brake on
those. No, I do. You drift.
Yeah, you drift, exactly.
That's part of it.
Just
But
wanna drift.
It's built into the mechanism of the game where if you're on dirt versus where you're on like asphalt,
Oh,
it
really?
drifts differently. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can get into that.
You know what really sucked as
What?
far as racing? The fucking Batmobile.
Oh man.
I know. Hold on.
That's-
Just
yeah.
opening up old wounds here. Go ahead, sir. What else you got for us?
Pour salt in it.
Let's see. PlayStation Plus free September offerings include Darling Journey.
I know. I saw that.
And
If I don't already
Journey.
own it twice.
Oh, Journey.
Journey.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is no excuse.
Yeah. No, I play Journey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. You did.
I
So,
play games. I'm not a Call of Duty guy.
You're a Battlefield guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. But
yeah.
by the way,
Battlefield guys are more,
beta today.
Oh,
Wait.
Battlefield 1.
Battlefield
that's right.
1.
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Starts today.
Oh, yes. In other news, beta. Okay, going back to PlayStation
sorry.
3 Plus. So we got Journey and we got Lords of the Fallen.
I saw that.
Which I would
Dark
like to
Souls.
try.
Yeah, for free.
I would like to try
Why
it.
not? Yeah.
I heard it was
It's a
pretty
Dark
decent.
Souls-esque game.
No,
Yeah.
we know
It's like, nope.
between us, my utter despise
Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls. And I listen. I gave it a good try. I bought it. I bought the Dark Souls, the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You did.
You gave it a good try.
I was playing it, and I can kick ass with those skeleton guys and knock them out. As soon as I got to one boss, I could not. I would get really close to beating him. He'd take a swing of his fucking sword. I was gone, and then I had to start from the beginning.
Yeah. It's
This was a youngling right here.
it's
This is
the whole deal with Dark Souls and those type of games that you are putty in the beginning.
yeah.
And it is literally molding you along the way, and it takes time and it's frustrating. But eventually you become that soldier where you're just
Knocking
now.
everything.
The funny thing is that no matter what, you will run. Sometimes you overlook a character like, I've killed 1 million skeletons, what's the next? And for whatever reason they catch you off guard and you're
Yeah,
dead.
that's the
And
thing.
you start over. You're like,
if you get killed in this game, it's not the game's fault. It's your fault.
Yeah.
You
That's the
fucked up
beauty of the
somewhere.
game. The beauty of the game
Yeah.
is that it's
like old
fair.
games. Yeah. And then we have EVE Online. After 13 years, will become free to play. A little bit.
Sucks for all those people that bought it in the beginning.
No. This is good. This is
talk
this is
to me.
actually good because this builds up the population. It gets people interested, and you play a fairly decent amount of the game before you hit. I mean, you'll be able to you know how World of Warcraft has a level, a cap at level 20. And this one, when for playing it for free,
right.
I mean. In this one, the restriction is that you'll be able to train only on the most used ship, on the common ships, know. So, but it's enough to dip your toes in, see if you like it.
Yeah, because MMOs aren't for everyone.
no, especially this game.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
game
no,
is not
yeah,
for everybody.
that's the second life.
This is the all-time joke. Okay, this is Excel spreadsheet, the game. It's a game about numbers, about trading, you can't play it on little chunks. You have to play it for hours on end, which I don't have in my life. So that's that. And finally, Metroid Federation 4 sales a disaster in Japan.
Gee, I wonder why.
Is anybody surprised?
There's no Samus.
There's not. Yeah, exactly. She makes like a little cameo, or she gets mentioned. That was
I was
it.
gonna say a voice mention. That
Yeah,
was it.
I don't know what that game existed. Really didn't need to.
It exists because they
Metroid
wanted to
Prime.
make money, and unfortunately,
No, they didn't.
they didn't make anything.
Yeah. And that's all I have for news.
I got a little bit of news
Ooh, talk to us, sir.
for the first time, right? I'm actually contributing something to this.
It's about time, you
Yeah.
freeloader.
So,
I'm turning the lights here.
I'm sorry,
That
yeah.
is so dark.
It's dark in here.
It is the Mouthful After Hours.
well, I mean, listen, you got half your shirt buttoned down.
It's getting hot in here, so hot.
So, things are turning up.
Things
and,
are getting heated up.
God, I so just want to get to the.
I'm not like, can we just please shoot me? So I got a little bit of news. Our very own Mr. Santos is engaged.
Yes. Yes, he
I think,
is.
didn't we talk about this a little bit in the...
That was
That's the precursor to.
Oh, okay. I
So-
see.
what we need is to find out how we're going to plan his bachelor party.
I knew I was going to love what this is
Bachelor
going.
party of the
Oh my
century.
God.
Bachelor party of the century. Yes.
And we're only 16 years in.
Wow.
So we're going to start a little hashtag here.
Yes.
And in true GG fashion, we want to make sure that our boy gets sent out a good way. So we want to share this bit of news that he is getting engaged. At the end of this year's the the date?
December, yeah.
Yeah.
It's December. Okay,
December,
so
yeah.
we're gonna play a little game here, and we're gonna start the hashtag Game Over Santos, where we want you to What is it that you say? Oh my goodness.
Did I say?
You say it at the end of the podcast. Something with us.
Oh, join the conversation.
So we want you to join the conversation and use that hashtag and give us an idea of what we can do for Santos' bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
This is gonna be both exciting and humiliating.
It's going to be terrible. I can already see some terrible ideas coming out of this.
Here's the deal that we have to use as many as possible.
Yeah.
So if there's like 3 good ideas and 4 bad ideas,
So this is like my 12 days of Christmas.
pretty much.
If there's 3 good ideas, 4 bad ideas, we're going with the 4 bad ideas.
Exactly. We'll maybe throw one of the good
Who's
ones.
gonna be providing this idea? The group?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we want you in the group to use that hashtag.
I apologize for all
Join
the
the
people that I have
conversation.
wronged.
Yeah.
Join the conversation.
Oh, now you apologize.
No Man's Sky is a great title. You know, the developer just didn't have time to finish it. But
PS4 is a piece of crap.
PS4 is the greatest console ever made.
Oh, this is going to be great. Well,
Yeah.
yes. Join the conversation. Hashtag Game Over Santos.
Game Over Santos.
Yes.
Oh,
and give us
my-
your ideas for what we can do for this fine young gentleman here before the D-Day.
Before D-Day, yes. The
That's
Game
awesome.
Over Day.
Looking forward to this. I'm telling you right now.
Me
Looking
neither.
forward to this. Perfect.
Shout out to Nightcore Flashlights for supplying the lighting in this
The lighting on
episode.
this, it looks lovely.
Well, this brings us to the hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week.
Yes. Something I've been waiting desperately for.
Yes.
Hot topic of the week
What is the hot topic
Is
of the
that
week?
hot?
is so hot. It's called hashtag 7fave game, but it's 7 favorite games to you. You do not have to have any favoritism. You can have as much favoritism as you like. It is completely subjective. It doesn't matter if it's a bad game to the rest of the world. You love it.
Yeah.
It means a lot to you.
Well, we're
It
going to
can be
pick
on
it
your
apart and we're going to make fun of you.
We will not.
We will not do that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the hot topic. That's what we're going to make it hot.
No. One thing, though, which I guess I should have mentioned before. Trilogies are 3 games.
Yes.
So if you like a specific
Franchises could be 12 games
yeah,
or 15.
If you like a specific franchise, pick a game.
like Final Fantasy.
Take the plunge. Doesn't matter. We're
Yeah,
not going
just
to
take-
tar and
pick
feather
one.
anybody here.
We might. But
Maybe a little bit, yes. So I'm going to start with Mr. David Santos.
Ooh.
What you got over there?
Well, this should come as no surprise, but StarCraft is gonna headline my list.
And why?
So
sir?
I like StarCraft, which is a PC game.
For the record, 1. StarCraft, the first one.
No, yes. I'm picking. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm picking StarCraft, the first one.
The original. Okay.
Yes. I was never big into the multiplayer, though that game is all about that. It has created legions of players in North Korea and South Korea and one of the Koreas. But I played it mainly because I just love the freaking story. I mean, tell me a good space soap opera.
Okay.
And that was it.
Like Star Wars.
That was fantastic.
Star Wars
Yes.
soundtrack. Okay.
Yes. StarCraft is my first game.
Nice choice. Good way to start. I don't think anybody's going to have that on the list other than him.
Because nobody has good taste like I do.
No, I just don't have a PC to play. So. Mr. Doomsaint, what do you got for our first one?
I have Super Mario.
Super Mario.
the first one.
Super
Wow.
Mario.
Okay.
Nice.
A seminal game.
Was my very first game that I played. My very first introduction to it. Well, actually, like console gaming.
Okay.
It was my very first one because I played some arcades, but this was my first console, first game.
Nice.
So
This was because there were a couple of different versions. The control system, the deluxe edition that have 2 controllers in a game. Do you remember which one you had? Was it the one that came with Dad and Duck Hunt?
yeah, it was that one that
okay.
came in.
That's the one I had. Yeah.
You had an NES?
Yeah.
You had an NES?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That was my very first console.
Oh, okay. No, I never had an NES.
Oh, I love that thing.
No, I didn't. I was a Sega
I was
Master.
a sniper with that.
It's gonna show pretty soon on one of my selections.
It's going to show pretty. Oh, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Why is that your favorite?
It was my very first game that kind of introduced me into gaming. I love the fact that it was simple but complex.
Yeah, had a lot of secrets, cool secrets. Too.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is you would press down that button so hard in the hopes that you would jump just a little bit farther to make it to that brick.
Nice.
So it's just those little moments.
Nice.
I'm gonna blow your mind. Do you know that's a sequel, right? Super Mario Bros. Is a sequel.
To Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, the Mario Brothers.
Yes. I'm going to start this off with a little title that...
It rhymes with Witcher 3.
No, it does not, unfortunately. But let's see if I can get this going here real quick.
You don't remember your games?
No.
Just mention one.
No?
Final Fight? Wait.
Oh,
that's a Capcom game because I heard that.
Yes.
Final Fight?
Street Fighter 2.
Oh, Street Fighter 2?
The championship edition is actually the one that
okay.
the one that introduced you to be. You can actually use the bosses. You can use Bison. You can use Vega because in Street Fighter 2, the regular one, it was only the 8 fighters.
And you can use the same freaking player that the other person was using. If somebody picked out Ken and you wanted to pick Ken, you couldn't
can double
before.
up. Yes,
You can double up.
Nice.
Nice.
freaking spent
That's a good one.
so much time on that, and this was on the on the
so
Super
many
NES.
quarters.
Okay.
Also on the arcade unit, but on this when it came to Super Nintendo, bro, let me
That was
tell
a
you,
wrap.
there were days that I spent probably. We did like by at least 70, 80 matches back to back to back.
Oh.
And it was like, and then we had rules. Our rules were simple. You pick a character, I pick a character. We fight. If you win the first 2 rounds, like a shutout, and I don't win it, then the controller moves on to the next person. I have to give up the controller. If you win, but I actually win one of the rounds, I earn a rematch. The rematch rules are this. You can't choose a different character. Same characters.
Okay.
And if in that second time I win this time, but you win one, now we go to this is the last one. It takes us to the third one, you know what I mean? And that was it. You had to win at this one, regardless who wins how many rounds, whatever.
Right.
Whoever wins takes it. The whole time you have to pick the same character, though. That was a rule that you can't just switch because of whatever. You have to pick the same one. You earn the rematch.
Did you have a favorite? Did you have a character you were very proficient with?
It was Ryu and Ken.
Ryu and Ken. Okay.
I was so protective of Ryu that if I played somebody who I didn't know, I would not play Ryu. 'Cause I would not disrespect Ryu should that person
hurt.
beat me. That's how bad it was.
That's actually very funny.
So
I'm sorry, but you must defeat Chen Long to stand a chance.
So that is my first one. Street Fighter 2. Sir, what's your
Nice.
second one?
Oh, by the way, is that arcade or Super Nintendo? Or?
It would definitely be Super Nintendo. I played it in arcade, but my favorite is because being able to play with all my friends at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, sir, this one also should not come as a surprise for those who know me. Also a PC title, TIE Fighter.
Oh, okay.
TIE Fighter. Let me tell you a story about a little game called TIE Fighter, sir. If you wanted to play a space game and you were tired of playing the good guys and you didn't want to play X-Wing because, I mean, you already know the story. You blew the Death Star. Haha. No. You wanted to know the real story. What is the Empire? This was the game. Excuse me. This is the game.
You were basically the bad guy.
This is the game where you feel powerful. The story is magnificent, which is the reason I put it here that I like it. I like it because another game that delivers an excellent story, an insight into why. Like I've always found it interesting to know. Okay, well, why does the quote unquote bad guys have their motivations? Where you get an insight into the motivations of the Empire, and they really are all about maintaining order. You know, they're not just like evil Satan. I mean,
Right,
dark
right,
side.
they-
They want to maintain. It's just that
An
their
established
ways.
order, yeah.
Yes. So
It's their order.
So and it was the first game that had me feeling like I'm playing an alternate story, a storyline, and because of that game, it has made me love playing the renegade or the villain on games where I have the chance to play like Paragon or Renegade, like Mass Effect, even though at the end it didn't really matter. You get I always get to play the asshole because I'm a good guy in real life, so I want to see the other side. Anyway, great. Oh, and then the usage of the John Williams
The score
was phenomenal for games like that. And then the games talk to you when you're you're piloting your TIE fighter and you hear the and then you hear the Alpha 1 mission critical craft under attack. Alpha 1 mission critical craft shields down. Alpha 1 mission of failure. The Emperor will not be pleased. It was so good. If you get a chance to watch a YouTube video of it, I suggest you watch it so you can see, so you can enjoy.
Okay. Mr. Doomsink, your second
Now,
one.
this is in any particular order.
No.
No.
So let's
Whatever
just
order you want.
Yeah, let's just make that clear. Uncharted 4.
Wow, somebody played that card really soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's no particular order, but Uncharted 4, loved it. It tied everything together.
It did.
It showed you the different sides of Nathan, where he was.
Especially the side where he has a brother that we didn't know about.
Yeah, so it just shows him from evolving from all of these other games into, without any spoilers, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was like a boy, to a man, to a dot,
Exactly.
yeah. So
fill in the blank.
An alien. Spoiler.
so it just brought it all together to
did.
see him that way and build these relationships, build these friendships. So it was just great.
Cannot argue with that pick at all.
That game, I always said it looks a lot better than a lot of PC games that I play, and I was very impressed with that.
You know this is being
Technical-
recorded, right? Okay.
Oh yes,
We're gonna
I'm
look this for our
I'm
intro,
gonna put my PC card
On the table.
on the table. Yeah.
along with the your 256 RAM card.
That's hilarious. No, I can't argue with that pick. That's a
Yeah.
great pick, and I'm sure that's on a lot of people's list as well. For me, I'm going to get a little obvious one out of the way real quick. I know I'm sorry, but I got to do this. This is amazing. It's a great game.
A man has a choice.
Takes place under the sea.
I choose.
Oh, BioShock.
Yes.
Yes.
The first BioShock.
BioShock. Wow.
Holy crap. Do I love that freaking game.
That yes. To this day, I still say this is your game of all time.
I love everything about it. I love the lore. I've read the book. There's a book like a
Really?
prequel to everything that happened that led up to the. Oh man, it explains Andrew Ryan, and Andrew Ryan to me was somebody I wanted to read about every time he came into the room in the book. I was like, yes, I want more Andrew Ryan. Rapture is such a freaking awesome locale
Rapture
for a
is a great setting. Yes.
game. There's just I can go on. I can gush like forever on
Yes.
this game, but it is, and I really don't have to because everybody knows it's such a freaking
Such
good
a
game.
great setting that even BioShock Infinite, the DLC went into it.
Went back to it, yeah.
Went back to Rapture because
That's
it's such a great setting.
Because even though Columbia's great. Don't get me wrong, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Columbia,
yeah.
but there was just something about Rapture. It was just so, and it was so well done. Everything made sense. How things worked made sense. The plasmids even made sense. I mean, in the sense that there were these slugs that only exist at the very, very, very bottom of the sea, which was why nobody else can get to them, and they were able to splice it, and then that's how you were able to get the
Get you to
plasmids.
throw crows out of your hand. Oh no, that was Infinite.
That was Infinite, yeah.
Yeah.
Plasmids, the fire, everything else, and all that stuff. And anyway, I love it. That's my number 2.
That is a great one.
What
it's
you
my
got,
turn?
sir? Yeah.
All right, so next game
Number 3.
came out. Number 3. It came out on consoles, but I'm gonna choose the PC version because the console version of this one was kind of janky. Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Age Origins was a game that the first time I saw, I could not care less about the way it looked. It looked like such a generic RPG. I mean, I'm talking about Ken dolls and like Barbies running around. It looked extremely generic, and I did not care. I got it on I think it was a deal, and I started playing it, and I got so hooked into it that I got 2 books that came out. I read them both. It was a fantastic backstory to get, and I mean, we have a super fan on our group.
Yes.
Amy. She
Mm-hmm.
freaking loves it, and there's a good reason. Those characters, you fall in love with those characters. You really. There's another game that again, I'm gonna say I'm like it because of the story. The decisions you make matter on this one. They actually make an impact, make quite a stark difference.
Yeah.
You know, and just everything about it. The music is enchanting. What else can I say about it? It's a game that if it needed to be remade, oh man,
You would be okay with it.
I'll be okay with
You would
that.
fund
I was so looking forward. Like after I was done with that, I was so looking forward to the sequel that I double dipped on it from day one without knowing anything. I was like, Dragon Age 2, yes, I'm there day one for both, for PC and for Xbox. I bought both versions. And Dragon Age 2 was such a fucking miserable, colossal disaster.
So focus on the good one.
There was no way.
Yeah. We'll leave it at the good one. Let's put it on at a good.
I'm sorry. I just needed to. Okay, I'm back. So yes, Dragon Age Origins. Yeah.
Gotcha. Good choice. You, sir? Mr. Doomsday.
My third pick is Battlefield 3.
Nice.
Yes, nice.
Battlefield 3.
makes the list.
It's just an overall good game. The expansions on that one, I feel like they were really good. Like the DLCs that came out, Close Quarter. They had the, no, China was the 4. I'm trying to think what.
I'm trying to think of the third. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, because it's been such a while back.
There was the Earthquake one or whatever.
I don't remember about the DLCs you're talking about.
Yeah, the DLC. There's one where like everything got like wrecked by an earthquake, and you're running through there. You had really cool weapons like the crossbow with the different tips, which is really cool.
That's very Rambo.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. But what I like about it is just how much nicer it looks compared to like a Call of Duty where you have to play as a team.
Yeah. On Battlefield, you have to coordinate if you want to be good.
If you want to be
ideally.
good, I mean,
Yeah,
you
have
can-
to form squads. Basically.
You can run and gun, but you're not going to get as far as when you're a team. So
And it's so fun when you're coordinating with your teammates and you're like flanking and you're
Yeah,
giving
exactly.
instructions and that. It's like I remember
When it comes together, right?
maybe not so much of 3, but I remember doing that in 2 and having the greatest time. You know, that multiplayer works for me too.
Oh, I think that was another one that another DLC back to Karkin or Karkland.
Oh yeah, return to we're gonna
Karkan or something.
Karkan. Yeah, I think it was something like that. But yeah, it was one of the maps of Battlefield 2.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
So
man,
good.
that was so good. Yeah,
So good.
Good choice, sir. Like, I unfortunately I played 4, but I never played 3, so
And you
apparently I'm
loved
missing
it.
out. No. My number 3. That's another one that's a little bit obvious.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh my
The
gosh.
Nintendo version of Ghostbuster. Did I nail it or did I nailed it?
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, okay, yes.
I
Some might
know
say the best platformer of all time.
There's an argument always said as to which one was better, Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 3. I respect Super Mario World.
Me too.
I understand it's good.
Me too.
But I spent so much freaking time on Super Mario Bros. 3. I know that game like the back of my hand. I can sit here and play. I have it on my Wii U, and I still go back to it every so often just to play it, just to enjoy it again. It's such a freaking good game. That is timeless.
Yep.
And the gameplay there, you don't get gameplay like that today. It's just
Which is
timeless.
just that part. Sadly, Nintendo haven't been able to replicate
The
the feeling
original.
of
Yeah,
the-
unfortunately, they have not. That is my number 3, and it is Super Mario Brothers 3.
Super Mario Bros. 3 for 3.
hit us with your 4.
Your 4, sir.
My fourth game, Okay, this one. Bayonetta.
Oh,
Bayonetta is, I mean, talk about a character. What do you call that? A hack and slash character?
I always called it a 3D action game.
3D action game. Sure.
Very,
Let's go
very
with
similar
that.
to God of War.
God of War,
but
yes.
more of a woman.
Yeah. You know what? There was God of War. There was Ninja Gaiden before it. And there was Devil May Cry and all those. But no. Bayonetta, if you want to play a really good one of those, Bayonetta is, without a doubt, one of the most stylish, beautiful, interesting, heart-pounding titles.
Bayonetta 2?
Oh,
No, I never played the
okay.
second one. I never played the second one because, unfortunately, it was tied to the Wii.
It was a Wii. It was a Wii exclusive.
So I'm pretty sure I would have loved it. No doubt. But that, you know, that freaking game. Now, I'm going to say, I did not like it for the story.
Because of the chick.
Don't even ask
so
me.
too, yeah.
Don't even ask me
leather
the
suit.
story.
Well,
oh,
the
chick is
suit's
awesome.
actually the suit that she's wearing is actually her hair.
Oh yeah. Her suit is made of hair.
So
And-
the hair will fall away sometimes as you're
Because she
playing.
will use her hair as a
Oh,
weapon.
that's why you like it.
And mind you, she has. Have you seen this character? She has guns on her ankles.
Yeah, it's like her
Boots, yeah.
boots.
It is, and that was another. But I especially more than anything, I love that to this day it hasn't been met by any other game. Yes, hyperbole. Hashtag. The design of the quote unquote villain,
The villains, okay.
the quote unquote bad guys. I call them that because they're actually angels. They're supposed to
Yeah.
be angels, and the representations of them, they were made in such a way that, I mean, I guess it will not offend anybody, but you could tell that it was very elegant, very gold, very, like, there was an elegance to all the designs. Oh man, I just freaking, and the names, you know, the names of the boss characters, like, you know, Temperance and Glory and like you know, stuff like that. It was
Yeah, they're like attributes.
attributes.
Yeah, exactly,
yes. It was fantastic. And then and basically what you were playing, you're a witch, so you're an agent of you know
The devil.
Yes, pretty much. Even they don't say it like that, but come on.
Okay.
Fantastic game. That it was already remade, so I don't think we're gonna ever see another one. And
Probably not.
yeah,
That's a good choice, though. I've seen gameplay, and I play a little bit of it on a demo.
I don't
It's
mean
very good.
I don't hyperbolize. It is the best one of those. The best
Action
action.
games.
You know, yes.
3D action. Good choice, Mr. Doomsay. You're fourth.
Last of Us.
Yes.
I'm surprised that took some time to.
Well, no,
come out.
it's not in any particular order. That's
No.
So, but
Exactly.
Last of Us, great story. Right in the beginning, it's already pulling at your heartstrings.
How is it that you're never scared?
Who says that I'm not?
Yes.
No,
Ellie.
that's yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, was that your fourth?
Yes.
He stole it from me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great story, great gameplay. Okay, so if you don't know by now, it's like zombies, right? I mean, zombies have been remade.
They're not zombies. They are
the infected.
they're misunderstood people.
The infected. We'll say zombies
Yes.
because
Yes. We'll
I
say.
mean, zombies have been remade countless ways, but this story, it's not about the zombies. It's about
It's about the people.
It's about the people. Exactly. And I love
Walking Dead?
Oh,
It is
God.
no.
Get out of here.
No.
with it.
I'm sorry, but no.
I heard that argument so many times about Walking Dead. It's not about the zombies.
No.
It's about the people.
This is within the first 10 minutes, my heart was broken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
It was just gut wrenching. It was just like,
Yeah.
I've actually played that for other people just for them to see, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, you told me that you were playing
Yes.
one time in a room full, like, you had
yes.
some people over, and then next thing you know, they're like,
They
wait,
stopped
wait,
talking.
what are you doing?
exactly. They were talking amongst themselves, and then they stopped talking.
Yeah.
They were just watching me. Yes, that is honestly, I'm gonna tell you, spoilers. I don't have Uncharted on my list at all, and I would say the reason why is because, and yes, I love Uncharted 4, but I still think that this game, Last of Us, is Naughty Dog's just, oh my God, dude. I've played that game from beginning to end when it was on the PS3 4 times.
Oh,
Then I got it on the PS4 that included the Left Behind.
yeah,
I've played that complete. It's just so well told. It's just such a freaking well told story. Oh, forget it. Forget it. Forget
Good
it.
choice. Good
Yes,
choice.
excellent.
I'm gonna
choice.
forget it then.
Excellent choice.
Santos.
That's my fourth as well. So throwing it right back to you, Mr. Santos. What's your number 5?
All right. So number 5. Let me see. What do I have as number 5? I guess it don't matter, but I lost my list.
I was gonna say. What have you been doing?
Hold on. I was waiting for you to
All
mention.
right,
I didn't know you were
I'll
gonna-
pick it up here.
No. It's my turn. I'm gonna talk about it. It is a RPG very dear to my heart. Fan favorite. All people love it. Persona 3.
3? Not 4?
You thought you were gonna say what? Final Fantasy 7?
No. I know you would have a Persona. I just thought it would be 4. I didn't know it was 3.
Persona 4 was a fantastic game. It was a great story, but the story on 3 was kind of darker, more mature, and I don't know. There was something about those characters. I'm gonna say the reason why I picked this one was the setting. The setting is Japan, mostly in a high school. During the day, you're a regular school, student. You're doing your chores. You're socializing. Actually, you're developing what they call social links, which is just basically like you're socializing with your character. But what those social links help you is at night you get to choose between doing your menial task or go into this like dungeon to kill monsters, and those social links. The bond of those social links. I know this sounds super Japanese. They help you. They help you strengthen your personas, which are the characters that you use that fight for you. The characters that you summon.
Okay.
Great story. Fantastic setting. I love the sound, which might be a little bit too Japanesey, too J-pop. It's just
The music, yeah.
Yeah, the music is super J-pop.
That is very
That's a good
J-pop,
sound.
yeah.
That's when you're in the high school just walking around. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's probably one of my favorites. Probably one of my top 3. And stop.
Good choice, sir. Good. I thought it was going to be 4, but good
You
choice.
should play 5.
I probably
You
will.
should, yes.
I probably will. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie. Mr. Doomsday, you're number 5.
Super Smash Brothers.
Melee?
No, the first one.
Oh, the first one?
Oh, wow. Okay. Taking it back.
Taking
Okay.
it back to the 64. Similar to your Street
Nice.
Fighter, we had rules.
Yes.
So, last 2 on the platform had to go all out.
Oh, okay.
And if the person fell off, is trying to get back on, you had to let them get back on. You couldn't hit them so that they fell off.
Oh, so it was. It
So
had
this
to
was
be-
sudden death? This was to death?
This was
Yeah.
beating. You had to be beaten by a beating.
Yeah, you had to
Oh,
be
nice.
like when you do like a your power move,
Yeah.
and they get blasted
Knocked
out of.
out, yeah.
So yeah, so when
Nice.
you see that hit counter to like 300%,
You know it's coming.
and you know it's coming. Yeah, it had to go all the way.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And we spent so much time playing that.
Wow.
And it was one of those childhood memories that I remember. Nez was my dude. Jigglypuff was my girl. I mean,
Jigglypuff.
those are my characters. Pikachu. Oh man, I could wreak havoc with any one of them.
Wow.
It was so good.
That's a good choice. That's a good. I didn't start Super Smash Brothers until Brawl.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And Meta Knight was my dude. I don't know if was he in the first.
No.
He wasn't in that one. Okay.
that was a Wii, right?
The Wii. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, the Wii. Yes, the Wii. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good choice, sir. Good choice. Can't argue with that one at all. I'm going to take this to moving on to my fifth here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this to a game that few people know of. Before Pirates of the Caribbean,
Okay.
before Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Ugh.
before Age of Booty.
That sounds like
Okay. Those are all pirate stuff. Okay.
Okay, guys.
There was a game on the Dreamcast
Oh, okay. Talk to me.
called Skies of Arcadia.
Listen, that sounds familiar.
So it eventually did get ported over, I think, into the Wii or the GameCube one. Basically, what it was, it's an RPG,
Okay.
and basically you form a party, you go on an adventure, whatever. But the way it works is that the planet is the islands. There's no water. You're in the sky. So your ship it looks like one of the old types of pirate ships, but you're in the sky, and so you have ship battles, and then you have your RPG battles, and it was such a freaking good game. It was so good, I didn't even own a Dreamcast. My friend owned the Dreamcast. This is an RPG. I finished this game. Not at my house. I finished the game at his house, and he was one of those guys that he would just buy games just for whatever, and he would sit there and just watch me play. I was like, if you're going to let me play, dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
And he sat there, watched the entire thing as I played it. Not in one sitting, obviously. We were doing it in multiple sittings, but it's just so many memories with that game. It's a really, really good game. It's a shame. It's a Sega game. So it was an exclusive to the Dreamcast when it first came out. But it did get ported over. I think it was the GameCube. I want to say it's a GameCube. And it's really a good game. So I just want to. Because of the fact that I actually beat an RPG, very long RPG that I didn't own
At your friend's house.
at somebody else's house. That has to be on my list because that's how good it was.
No, that's a good one.
Yes, Mr. Santos, you're number 6.
My number 6 is a fantastic title. One of the finest of one of the best illustrious person of this generation, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Kojima-san.
Yes. And I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid.
The
2.
first one. Oh, 2?
Yes.
Seriously, 2?
Oh, by
Props, bro. Most people wouldn't pick 2. Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid 2 gave me the most WTF moments in gaming. Like, bar none. And I realized that the same thing happened with the first one was great. You know, you have like a mantis saying, ha. No. But this one gave me moments.
Fat Man.
Dude.
Fat Man was it, bro.
No. I'll tell you what was it.
Oh.
And spoilers for a title from like 20 years ago.
That was PS2.
Yeah,
Colonel Campbell.
Oh, yes. Okay. When he starts flipping out.
When he starts flipping out.
Yeah.
It is one of those, like, it was scary because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, wait a minute, this character, here's this character that has been my point of contact all this time. I've been having this interaction, and suddenly he's like talking weird, like he's possessed or something. And oh my God, what is the greatest moment? Waking up as Raiden.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Where you think you're playing Metal Gear
naked Raiden running through the hallway.
Like, you know what? I will slap you if you think that was an insult, that you felt offended about not playing as Snake. Yeah, no, screw that. I mean, granted, that Raiden, he was a Yahoo. He was dumb. He was stupid. You know, he was like
the character.
Yeah, the character was dumb. But I just love the idea of getting the rug pulled out from your feet.
No one expected it because everybody kept seeing the intro of that game.
Well,
and they were like, "Oh, we're in," and that intro was it.
Dude, when that game was shown, even the parts where you play as Raiden on the trailers, it was always Snake. You always saw Snake. You never saw Raiden. So when you started playing Raiden, you would think, "Oh, this is just partial. He's gonna die, whatever." And you kept playing, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on? Why am I not? How can I switch characters?" I mean, not me, because I was completely fine with it. I was just following along with the story. Such a good, and such a great ending, such a great boss fight. Everything about that game is like the finest Hideo Kojima had to offer. And shout out to Metal Gear Solid 4 because that one was fantastic as well.
Honorable mention, Mr. Doom Saint, your number 6.
My number 6 is going to be God of War 3.
Nice. Okay.
Sir, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Everything you have picked here, except for maybe one or two, are. Oh, I guess it's not a pattern because it was Nintendo. You picked two Nintendo ones,
Yeah,
and
two
everything else
Nintendo.
PlayStation.
Oh, no, the last one might surprise you.
Yeah.
The last one might surprise you.
We're not over yet, my friend.
Yeah, we're not over. Okay, God of War 3.
Nice. That's an awesome pick.
So we go back, Metal Gear. Listen to me, I'm thinking Metal Gear Solid 2. We go back God of War 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crude graphics. Gameplay was good. It was a button smasher. I mean, you had a purpose, but you go to 3. Things look a lot better.
Yeah. There were some epic moments in there.
Epic battles.
God of War 3.
God of War 3.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that freaking God of War. I couldn't pass the last one, the last boss,
Although,
because he kept saying keep
was Zeus,
pressing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you play
yeah.
with Zeus, and then he says keep pressing X. Keep pressing X. So I kept pressing X, and nothing happened. He just keeps hitting.
He's joking with you, sir.
oh. I was like,
But believe it or not, that was serious. A lot of people got pissed off because what the hell's going on? My game is bugged. It's like I just keep pressing X and X and X, and he
Actually,
doesn't die.
I think that was a great punctuation because
Yeah.
of all the hate that he's been building up for Zeus to that ending. To sit there and just bash the shit out of his face for 20 minutes.
At one point, it
I
was
think
like
that was deserved.
I was like,
and
okay,
then
I
you
think
see
I'm done.
The carnage as he's doing that. Oh, it's
Yes,
great.
Yes.
And the other thing was too the when you do the I guess the button combos. I don't know what to call them, but it was
Quick
great.
time events.
Yeah, the quick. Oh my gosh, those were great.
Yeah, on that one, I mean, they were epic. There were some epic.
It was just so bloody, so
It
gory.
oh man,
was
the
good.
funny thing,
I don't want quick time events anymore, though.
the Cyclop eye pull.
Yes.
Oh my god, that got like worse, and not worse in the sense that it just got more graphic, and
Yeah,
and
it was great.
part 3 was just like Jesus.
Yeah.
that looked painful.
I
Did
remember,
any of you play God of War 4?
I played them all.
Sorry,
You played them all, even 4,
4. What is 4?
or not 4? Ascension.
Ascension.
Yeah.
No, I never played Ascension.
Yeah. Okay.
I even played the little PS Vita ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Ghost of
'cause-
Sparta and that stuff. Good
Well,
choice.
Those weren't as good, but I mean they're.
Video games.
I think they were PSP games, but sure. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been the PSP.
Exactly. Whatever.
Oh man. So my number 6 is a little title from a company that I pretty much insulted recently.
Oh, this is. This is.
Bro
this is-
Force.
No. Dude, this is. Should I say it? No,
No.
go ahead. You say it.
Final Fantasy VII.
Of course.
Oh yes, I could not put that on my
Have I
list.
told you how great Persona 3 is?
Final Fantasy VII. Okay, that was the game that put me onto RPGs. And not to mention that got me over to PlayStation because I was down with all the Nintendo and everything, and then I started seeing this game coming on Nintendo Power, and they're showing, oh, is this coming? And this is Final Fantasy VII, blah 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 blah. Then they jump ship because whatever, Nintendo and Sony have some outing, and Sony says, "Fuck this, we're doing our own console." And yes, that shit's coming to our console.
No,
and
shit.
then that game comes out, and I'm like, "Oh, I need this, and I need this console." And that was it.
History was
PlayStation
written
1,
that
yeah.
day.
And I got to tell you, dude, there. Spoilers for a freaking old ass game. Okay, a character dies. Okay, I was done. I was like, oh shit, what did I messed up the game. How am I gonna get past this part? I seriously thought I did something wrong, and obviously it's meant to happen. I
You
found out
didn't do the quick time event right.
I found out later there was nothing I can do. It's part of the story, but oh man, that's such a major cornerstone of my gaming life that there's just no way I cannot include it here. And yes, that's my number. My number 6 is Final Fantasy VII.
My 6 is 7.
And my 6 is 7, sir.
I would have said Final Fantasy 6.
So,
but
Mr. Santos, you're number 7.
my number 7 is is
Final Fantasy VI?
No.
Oh, then you wouldn't have said it then.
I forgot. No. It is an RPG. It is a great RPG. It is one of those games where, let me put it this way. It was 1980 something, and Puerto Rico had a really nasty hurricane, and the lights came on, and eventually, and people were like picking up their stuff and fixing up the stuff, and I was just sitting down playing this game.
I know which one you call.
Fantasy Star.
I knew it.
On the Sega Master System. One of the finest, one of the great original 8-bit RPGs. You will see, when you were seeing games like Zelda from a top line, from the top, whatever. Master System was doing 3D dungeons, literal 3D dungeons and encounters like no other. And the music was great. The soundtrack was great. The story was engrossing. The story was fantastic. It was one of the first games that I love exploring areas. That you could go, you went to 3 different planets. Again, I want to remind you, this is the Sega Master System I'm talking about here. Allows you to go to 3 different planets, completely different, and follow this epic storyline that finishes in one of the best ways at the end. Such a good title, way ahead of its time. Then other Fantasy Star games came out, and Fantasy Star 2 was great on the Genesis. 3 was you could marry people and have different children depending on who you married on the third one, but it wasn't that great. Fantasy Star 4 was fantastic, and then they just like screwed it up and they started making like stupid co-op RPG. I didn't care about those, but yeah, definitely
the first one did it all.
Probably one of my favorite games of all time, Fantasy Star on the Sega Master System of all the titles. Yeah,
that's going back into time.
Since everyone's doing this sort of music thing, I might as well.
By all means, jump in. What you got for
Guitar
us?
Hero.
That's licensed music.
Dance Revolution. Oh, snap. Dude, come on.
It's not coming to me.
Saint.
Talk to me.
No, dude. No. You know what? Don't tell me.
No.
You got to come on.
No, I gotta say it. I mean, that's part of
his announcement. Go ahead.
Doom.
Oh,
1993.
How do you not recognize that?
Doom.
Well, because I'm hearing it through my headphones and from his phone. I can, go ahead. Sir.
Yeah, I didn't do it as good as y'all with the. So it was Doom 1993.
Nice.
I played it on the Macintosh.
Oh, okay.
What?
So that was my very first PC game.
Nice.
And I loved it because I was young when I played it.
Yeah, I would say.
So I'm here playing this like
satanic.
Evil. Satanic. Like there was some
everything.
Yeah, there were some parts where I'd fucking jump out of my seat when those like red.
The eyeballs thing that will fly? I forgot the cacodemons.
When those things would pop out of it, fuck! And I would jump, and then there was like all this, like there was altars of like bones and like blood and stuff, and then I put in cheat codes. And
God mode.
And I would get God mode. I would walk through walls, and I would walk through walls just enough to see what the demons were doing. And then right around that time is when I started discovering online forums, online chats, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, well what they're doing is they're like jacking off." And then,
what kind of website were you visiting?
So it was. I was like, "What the hell is that really?" What? So I would try to like go through walls and surprise them and like attack them with like these like high powered weapons, and it was just right at the ending.
I was just here, just minding my business, jacking off, and you come in with the big fucking gun, the BFG,
and shot somebody.
Yeah, just like shot
half jacked,
half chubbed. They're here, like getting blown up.
Yeah, wow,
it was great.
That's a good choice.
So that was.
That is an
introduction to
awesome
PC gaming,
choice.
yeah.
Very good.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw's face with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
We went back a couple of games for this guy.
That was Colonel Campbell on Metal Gear Solid 2. He started talking about needing scissors and liking flapjack worms on a turning fork when they do a harakiri on Yo. It was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yes,
It was such a great moment. Yeah, yes.
Now they'll talk to me.
My last one. My number 7.
Pokemon Go.
Ah, yes. And we have come full circle.
Oh, God.
Thank you for joining us, guys. GG.
My last one is. Yeah.
Shit, I missed that one.
Oh,
yes.
A Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past.
Legend of
The
Zelda.
best Zelda game.
To date. And,
Yes.
I, again, respect to Ocarina of Time. I get it. I played it. I love
Sure.
it. But Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
is
That's where
amazing.
at.
It's perfect. It's also timeless. Try playing Ocarina of Time now, and don't tell me.
I tried. I did. I had
it
it.
doesn't look a little bit like.
Yeah, I even tried the
64 big graphics
new
back
version.
for Nintendo 64. It was. I mean, it looked good for its time, but it hasn't aged well. This game, timeless.
Yes,
Aged.
I agree.
It still
100%.
looks just as good as it did then. Again, so much time.
Fantastic
spent.
soundtrack.
I beat this game at least 20 times, and that's not even an exaggeration. I can play it from beginning to end. I love it. I love the fact at the very first time when when I'm going, oh my god, I'm nearing the end, thinking I'm nearing the end because it's 3 bosses in, or 3 3 main bosses in, and then it opens up to the dark world, and now there's these 8 different dungeons that I need to find. I'm like, oh my god, yes, I could just get knee deep in that game. I love it.
All I remember about that game was
My favorite Zelda game, period.
the bully makes a friend.
The bully makes a friend. Yes,
Yeah.
the bully makes a friend. And then he puts the sword back and he's walking away like,
Yeah,
I saved the world. I don't need to do anything else.
Drop sword.
Drop sword right back in his spot. That freaking forest too. That
Dude,
forget it.
that was a great game. The moment you played that music, I was like, oh man, I should have considered it.
Yeah,
Okay, this was
it's-
too fun. Does anybody have else? This was the 7, right? This was
This
the round.
is it. The 7, yeah.
Well, does anybody have any honorable mentions? Because I have one.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
All right, my honorable mention, which by the way, this was really fun. Thank you for bringing this. This is a hot topic on a hot studio.
On a hot studio day.
Full Throttle on PC is a Teen Schafer joint. It
Double Fine?
is Double Fine. Well, no, back in the day it
Before
was not
Double
Double Fine.
Fine,
Yeah, it was whatever it was. It's great, a game that needs to be remade. Fantastic story.
They are remaking it.
They are remaking
Yes,
it.
they're doing a remake. It's coming to
Holy
PS4.
mother of Skype. Okay, I need to. Yes, man, I've been dying to play a remake of that game because, again, I love that story. I love the characters. It was funny. It was interesting, the setting and everything. You're like a biker, like in the future.
Yeah.
And I guess they're getting rid of well, I don't want to spoil it
No, it doesn't
maybe
matter,
because
yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
about it. Go ahead and
Still,
play this game
honorable
if you get a
mention.
chance. If they're remaking it, is so fun. Yes,
That's good. That's good. Sir, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yes.
Pokemon Go.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, snap. Really?
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. Think about it this way. Look at this game for what it is. It's a simple game. You're walking around catching Pokemon of all
In
things.
real life, yeah.
And it's joined so many people into gaming.
That
it
is
has
true.
changed how people view gaming because now everyone's playing it. You don't have to be that stereotypical nerd in the mom's basement, someone who knows all computer specs and stuff. You can be an average person. If you have a phone, you can download it and you can play.
That's a good one. I still play it, so I can't disagree. If I had, I guess I should make this an honorable mention since technically this was going to try to make my list, but it actually never did make the list. This is a little game from Tecmo back in the day, 1989. Perhaps you remember this. Ooh.
Whoa!
What was that?
Tecmo Bowl.
What was that? Can you guess it? Oh yeah.
I'm running in the forest. I see my rivals running in the forest.
That, my
Just
friend,
walking.
is the
Oh, you
1989.
caught it on the best part.
The 1989 Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
That's an honorable
that's the year I
mention.
was born.
There you go.
the
That's
year you were
enough
born.
right there. Just because he was born that year, that's why I like
Ninja
it.
Gaiden. You were born on the year of the Gaiden.
Of the Gaiden, yes.
The Ninja Gaiden.
That would
I,
explain. why I'm
I
a ninja.
remember because of the freaking cutscenes on that. All right, I got my mom to actually sit and watch, and every time I
watch this.
every time I beat a level, I would yell like, because you beat the boss at the end of the level. I would yell like, "Mom, you gotta come here! You gotta come here! The story's gonna continue. It's gonna continue!" And she'd come running from her room just to see what the next part of the story was.
Awesome.
And that almost made the list, but I am happy with my list. So, but honorable mention goes
Then
to
I'm
Ninja
gonna give honorable mention to the Ninja Gaiden, the Ninja Gaiden Black.
Gaiden. Okay,
Ninja Gaiden Black was
Gaiden
fantastic. Yes.
never actually played it,
But
but
Bayonetta. I mean,
Bayonetta. Yeah. So that brings us into a very lengthy episode, episode 19 of
19.
GG's The Mouthful. Thank you so much for sticking with us and hanging out, even though we're here sweating it out. We're sweating it out for you because we love you guys.
how long is it? I'm sorry. How long is it?
We are at an hour 43.
An hour and 43? Jesus, I thought we were gonna discuss like some of the people's 7.
I would, unfortunately.
If it wasn't
we
so
ran out of time.
freaking hot, we would have had to. Yeah.
So, again, this is been episode 19 of The Mouthful. Go download our other episodes at Google Play and at iTunes. And, of course, catch up with us with all our videos, our reviews, and everything we have going on GG's, the YouTube channel. It's Good Game Bracketed GG. My name is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off. Mr. Santos, do you have anything else for us?
I just want to thank all of the people of the group that went in and participated in this awesome like hot topic of the week. You know, everybody it was very interesting putting their together their list. We can go ahead and now and post ours since it's been discussed. You know.
Well, I want you guys to download it.
Oh, okay.
So.
But yeah, no, I encourage everyone to participate on whenever we post that we're making an episode. This is for you guys,
definitely.
And you know, we definitely want to give you shout outs. We definitely want to answer your questions, give our thoughts, and just like interact with you guys. So thank you so much for supporting us. And I'm gonna pass it to Doomsay. Go,
Doomsay.
This was a lot of fun. If you guys have any ideas for hot topics of the week, message us.
Definitely hit us up.
Hit us up. Post something, and if it's good, we'll run with it.
Oh yeah.
And if it's bad, we'll ban you.
All right, and that brings us to the end, guys. We'll see you next week. GG. GG.